What's up guys, and welcome to Tech Apprentice. On this episode we are going to check two ways of using the FlySky FSI6 or Turnigy TGI6 or Eachine, whatever. Are basically all the same controllers. We're going to check out two ways of using those RC remote controls on the computer to use with simulators like LiftOff or Freerider, FPV Freerider, or whatever. Yeah, so let's go check that out. All right, so as I said, there are different versions of this remote control. I have the FlySky, there are the Turnigy, which is sold by Hobby King, and there is the Eachine controller version of the controller that they sell with their RTF package for quadcopters. They're all the same. They all use the exact same firmware. They all are built the same way, as far as I know. So it should work with those three versions. If you have basically the trainer port, which is going to be this port over here in the back of your remote, it's going to work. It's going to be, this is true for every controller that have a trainer port. So whether you have a Futuba or Spectrum or whatever, it's going to work with all of them. As long as you have the trainer port, it's going to work. So there are two alternatives for you to be able to use one of those controllers on a computer. The first one is going to be a DIY alternative. So if you are a little handy, this could work for you. For me, it didn't. Basically, what you're going to need is going to be a 4-pin mini DIN connector that is going to match the trainer port on your controller, and a 3.5mm audio jack. For this, you can buy an auxiliary cable or just the jack themselves, and the same thing for the connector. You can either buy a cable that already has the connector on it, or you could buy the connectors alone from your favorite supplier. If you have local suppliers, you can do that, or you can buy them off eBay or whatever, AliExpress. I'm going to link some in the description. Yeah, so basically how it works is that the trainer port in the back has 4 holes and a big ring, just basically like this. So there are 4 pins and the ring. The outer ring is the ground connection. So this is going to be connected to the longest part of the audio jack. An audio jack is basically called a TRS for tip, which is, as it says, the tip of the connection. There's going to be the ring, which is going to be the middle part over here. And there will be the sleeve, which is going to be the longest part over there. So this is going to be connected to ground, and the tip over here is going to be connected to pin number 1. So yeah, you just solder your 3.5mm jack to your connector. Following this, the ground is the ring of the 4-pin mini DIN connector. So the outer ring is going to be the ground. And if you look at the connector like this, pin number 1 is going to be the one to the right of the key. You can check out diagrams online. It's fairly easy to find. On RC Group, I found it pretty easily. So yeah, you can check that out. If you really want, just in the comment, let me know, and I can most probably make a separate video on how to make this cable. But it's not, to be honest, it's not the best option. For me, it was really glitchy, and yeah, because basically this is going to be this end is going to be connected to your remote, obviously, and this is going to be connected to your mic input on your computer, and you will use a software called Smart Propo Plus. The software's job is basically to convert the PPM signal to a signal that the computer can understand, to be able to use the remote control on your computer as a joystick. As I said, for me it did not really work. It was really glitchy. Maybe it's the cable that I used that is way too bad of a quality, that made noise or something, but for me it just didn't work at all. So this is the DIY option. The cheapest one, maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe it is, whatever, you have to try it. As I said, I tried it, didn't work. Second option is basically this thing over here. It's a simple USB key, which has a microcontroller on it, which basically does what Smart Propo Plus does. It basically interprets the PPM signal for it to work as a joystick on your computer. But this worked right out of the box for me. Just plugged it in. The drivers were installed automatically on Windows 7 and Windows 10. So I guess Windows 8 would work too. And you have multiple options if you want to try them. If, for example, for different simulators. For me, I left it on the second option, G4, G5, and G6.5, and it worked right out of the box for me on LiftOff. Just hook that up to your computer. Comes with a cable like this. It's basically a mono auxiliary cable. One end is going to be connected to the back of the USB key, so right here, and the other end is going to be connected to one of the three adapters supplied. I bought it from Banggood. It was around $10, really cheap for what it is. So it basically comes with the 4-pin mini DIN connector. So this is going to be the one that you're going to use with the FlySky. It came with this 6-pin DIN connector, which I guess is used with other remote controls. And it came with a connector like this, which is, if I remember correctly, it's for like Futuba and stuff like that. So yeah, this is why this is better for me. I think it is better because you can use it on more than one controller. So if you have one already, a different one and this one, or if you want to upgrade in the future, because let's say it like for what it is, this is a pretty basic remote control. It's good for starting if you're on a budget for the price, but later on I'm pretty sure that you will want to upgrade. Yeah, so for the value, as I said, it costed me $10, somewhere around that on Banggood. It's available on Hobby King too for about $10 US. So for the price, it's great value. So yeah, we will go on the computer and I'll show you how easy it is to use that thing. All right, so I have already connected the USB device in the computer, and when you plug it, it's going to install the drivers, and it's going to be detected as a K-Model Simulator G4, G7 and above controller. So basically it's going to be detected as a game controller, just like every other game controller that you have. When all the drivers are installed and everything, go in your favorite simulator. I'm personally using LiftOff because when I checked around about simulators for drones, I found out that this is most probably the best one with the most realistic effect, best simulation. So yeah, when you open LiftOff for the first time with the USB device, you go to Option and Controls to create a preset for your controller. So you go to Assisted Creation, hit the Calibrate button, and follow what they say. So you basically rotate the joysticks just a few times, and yeah, so it's basically gonna say calibration done. When this is done, you hit next. for the throttle, the important thing over here is that you don't set the throttle when your stick is at the bottom. You have to set it when the stick is all the way to the top. Why? Because if you don't do that, the controls are going to be inverted. I'll show you. Now at the moment, my stick is at the bottom, like if I was throttling at 0. So if I hit set throttle and go to the maximum, as you can see, at the moment it is inverted. So when on the software I'm at full throttle, on my controller I'm at the minimum. So this is why you have to place your throttle to the maximum and calibrate afterwards. So now on the software it's okay. Hit next, just calibrate every axis. When all this is done, make sure you select the right mode for your controller. I'm in mode 2. Hit next, name your profile, specify which mode it is on, and hit save. When you save, it's going to bring you back to this screen afterwards. You don't have to do anything else because your profile is going to be pre-assigned to controller 1. So yeah, hit save and exit, and after that you can simply start a game, and everything is going to work just fine. So yeah, if you like the video, please hit a thumbs up. If you disliked it, hit the thumbs down, but please let me know why you didn't like it. So enjoy your simulator with your Fly Sky controller, and yeah, have a good one, folks.